Hi Tay, can you hear me? Can you comment if you hear me? I don't know if it's working. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. Okay, yeah. So this was a time to get to this point. I've been trying to figure this out. Oh, really? You can hear that? That's not good. I wonder if I can change. Um, Let me see. Let's see. Do you still hear it? Let's turn it on to this. Do you still hear the fan? That's the question. Oh my gosh, and it's all working. It's showing in the overlay that you're. Oh my god, I'm so happy. This took so long. Okay, I know it like looks weird because I'm like looking over here and the camera's over here, but I had to like get all of this together. You said you can still hear the fan. I don't know why that is. Um, it shows that it took long. Oh yeah. So this is actually like I didn't even make this overlay. Like I found it on Stream Elements, and it's what I was using before when I would go live with Go Lightstream and Lightstream Studio. But it's just it has been a time. I don't know why the why you can pick up on it's hard to hear me now. Okay, let me turn this back up then. So I have the mic on. Am I too loud now? Because I went higher than the decibel. No, what was that? I don't know why you can hear the fan because that's my laptop and my dogs hear stuff outside. So, ooh, okay. I don't know why it is that you can hear the fan from my laptop. Because that definitely shouldn't be the case. Because I'm talking through my AirPods. Let me make sure that these are connected. Oh, I'm louder than a fan. I mean, there's that. Um, yeah, it's connected to my AirPods. I don't know why that is. I mean, but it could also be because I'm not actually using like a real mic. You know what I mean? But I have it on voice isolation, so either way sh- that shouldn't be the case. But I'm happy that I finally got all this together. So let me tell you something. It's currently 1:30 Mountain Standard Time. I have been working on this since like 10:30 this morning, trying to figure it out. Mind you, the only reason I'm here today is because I need to draw for an assignment. Oh, day clubbing, girl, don't you got work tomorrow? Oh, okay, I'm not mad, but thank you for the view, Bookie. And thank you for the comments, because that help a girl out. You know what I'm saying? I just got a text. Rodney said it's time for that studio mic. Okay, yeah, it's true, because this is definitely not it if the speaker is being caught. But yeah, I'm gonna get this draw on Buki, and I'll send you a picture of it when it's done. But I'll go into the hassle that this was. Oh my fucking goodness. Hold on, wait, let me see. Because I can't think and talk about something different at the same time. So let me. Ooh, an ASMR mic would be really good, but I'm still gonna have to figure out that fan situation. I don't know why it's like that, but it's all good. Hold on. Oh, I wonder if you can hear those clicks from my keyboard. I got a quieter keyboard now, so I don't know. We'll see. But for anybody else that's like gonna sit and watch this all unfold, so I decided I have not been streaming, and that's bad on me because I haven't been streaming and I'm trying to build up this brand, get out there, stuff like that. And you always get told, don't only post your art once and stuff like that. So I'm trying to be more consistent about it. And the way that I used to do it is Lightstream used to have an app that functioned where you could stream directly from the app, and it would take it to the Lightstream system or whatever, and my overlays would show up, and it would show up like this perfectly fine, because this is the same setup for when I stream my video games. And so I was like, oh, I want the same thing, because in my opinion, it comes off kind of like, I don't want to say kind of ghetto, but kind of unprofessional. Like, it takes away from the overall aesthetic of what it is that you're doing if you're only showing what you're doing and you're not showing yourself doing the work. So I've been trying to figure this out, and finally I stopped putting it off. I stopped saying, oh, I'm gonna wait, I need to figure this out, instead of just actually saying I need to figure it out. I took the time to figure it out, and this took way longer than I expected it to, and that's perfectly fine. But I think a lot of it is because it seems like a lot of people don't do what I'm trying to do, or like their setup is different. Like, they'll have a separate camera and then they'll use that as their feed, but I don't want the camera to show like everything that's going on the desk. I just kind of want to show, what you can see in the display there, instead of like, oh, well, this is how she's setting her iPad up. Oh, this is the random little silicone thing that she has on her pencil. Oh, her desk has a coffee steam. Oh, that's a nice coaster with a skull smoking on it. That's cool, right? So just trying to stay away from stuff like that. So this took a lot of research, a lot of Googling, a lot of tutorials, a lot of trying to rig a bunch of different elements together. So what I ended up doing is I'm actually streaming from Streamlabs right now. Like, I've had a Streamlabs account for as long as I can think back. As far as when I started streaming, I've had a Streamlabs account, and that's mostly because my younger cousin, she streams and she's an affiliate on Twitch, and I was talking to her about it, and I was like, oh, I don't know how I'm supposed to do this, like, what's supposed to happen, like, da 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 da. And she's been super helpful throughout this entire process, and so she kind of broke it down for me, but there's still so many nuances to it that I'm still kind of lost. But it's all good. It's been a learning experience, and one of the things that I'm supposed to do every day is learn something new, because we never actually stop learning. Okay, so with that, I downloaded the Streamlabs desktop app, and I was trying to figure out a way to get what I'm drawing on my iPad onto my Mac to screen share it. That took way longer than I needed it to take, but it's all good because we're here now, right? So the way that I finally figured it out is that you have to hardline connect. Well, I had to hardline connect my iPad to my MacBook, and then once it was hardline connected, you can check to make sure that it's actually like it's a registered device or a recognized device when you open Apple Music. Granted, I don't know what it looked like for PC, because I only work in Apple, because that's what I'm accustomed to. So once the device was recognized, I was able to check it by going into Apple Music, and then it shows as like a device that you can eject. I'm looking over here. I should be looking right here. But I went to Apple Music. It showed up in the devices, and I was like, all right, cool. Then from there, I opened QuickTime. And QuickTime, when you start a new movie recording, you can change the source, like what it's going to be recording, and I changed it to record my my iPad. So what you see as far as like what it is that I'm doing can I point this way, in this window here, is just a screen share of my QuickTime recording. So I can actually move my cursor over, and you can see like the record button is right there, but I'm not actually recording anything. It's just to get everything on the screen, right? So from there, I open my Procreate app, and this is all I've been working in. I'm sure down the road I'll start drawing in Photoshop, and all of this will be a thing of the past, but working in Procreate is just a lot more convenient for me as an artist, because I draw primarily on my iPad. Mercy. I draw primarily on my iPad, so being able to finally get my screen onto my Mac so that I can stream is, I don't know, I just had to gush about that for a little bit because I was super, super excited. I don't know if you can tell, but a girl mouth is dry, so I'm going to take a quick break and get some water. I don't know how long I'm going to be streaming today, because my baby, he's actually playing some video games right now, and whenever he's done playing video games, that's when we're gonna head out and start getting things done, running errands, because it is Sunday. Um, so yeah, I will be right back. Cool. Now I'm back with full audio. Ew, love it. All right. I don't like how long it takes for like everything to kind of come back together, but that's something I've been dealing with since I first got this. Actually, it's gonna be pretty quiet in here because I don't have a lot of followers. Like honestly, I think the one viewer right now is just a bot, and that's fine. But I'm gonna turn on TV or something because while I can have a conversation with myself, I don't like TV because people are gonna frown on that. They think you're crazy, and I don't want to be crazy. So we are probably gonna listen to something that's gonna take the audio off of this for a while unless you're like actively in the stream, and that's just gonna have to be what it is. Oh, I could turn on like some lo-fi beats, but I think I'm just gonna turn on One Piece. What was that? That was the oddest sound. So it doesn't really help that I'm doing this with my AirPod in my ear. So like I'm hearing all the things happening on my computer. And I just heard like this really weird sound. I don't know what it was. That was odd. But I don't know. It happened as soon as I turned on oh, there's a new episode of Zone 100. You know, it's times like this I wish I would have kept up with learning Japanese, because then I'd be able to listen to this without actually having to like read the subtitles. I'm gonna come back and watch that again later. Okay. Let me see. So I started watching One Piece. Now a lot of people will sit there and they're like, you're just starting One Piece? Like, what's wrong with you? And it's like, well, because I like a challenge, first of all. Second, my mom ain't raised no bitch, and if she did, it's my little brother. So I'm not about to sit here and be like, oh, there's too many episodes, I'm not gonna watch that. No, I mean, everybody kind of has a cult following, so I figure it must be good, at least in some sense of the word. So I just figure, you know, may as well try it. So I have it on. It's on Netflix, and it's in English, so I can watch it while I work on this. All right, so it's been a while. I know I was on break for a little bit. So what am I drawing today? I have an assignment because I'm currently a student. I'm currently a graphic design student. I'm almost to my degree, thank goodness, right? So my major is going to be in graphic communications with a minor in digital media. For my digital media class, one of my digital media classes, it's called motion graphics. Caught it, right? So for my motion graphics class, I have to make a video that's at least a minute long, apparently, allegedly, whatever. A full animation with characters and motion and all these different elements of it or whatever. I already have the storyline, and it's actually the storyline that I've used before, but I want to reanimate it better than what I did the last time that I did this. So instead of trying to make realistic characters and drawing it all in Illustrator, I had this grand idea, because when you work in Procreate, you can do this thing, I'll show you, where you can export all of your layers, and you can export it as a Procreate file, a Photoshop file, which is PSD, a PDF, which is like a PDF file, or JPEG, PNG, or TIFF. I mean, if you're not really into graphic design or like dealing with images like this, then those ones really, it's a picture. The biggest difference is that a PNG, if you turn off the background, the PNG will just be the outline, which is actually how I'm able to get this chibi head, if you will, because I'll show you, y'all. I work on a lot of things. So in my chibis, I just made a chibi head frame. Like you can see, like I drew it, like I didn't just copy it, paste it, whatever. So yeah, so I was able to get just the PNG and then paste that here, because the one thing that I really like about digital art is that you can work smarter and not harder. Now, for these top options. It shares it as just a flattened image, but you can come down to the bottom here and you can export this as PNG files instead of just one individual image. And something that I am going to be doing is exporting this as a Photoshop image. So majority of it is probably, like, I'm probably going to end up making each layer its own canvas so that I can have separate portions of the image to use to like animate. Mainly when I say like separate portions, I mean the arm that's kind of hidden. Let me put this on a separate layer. The arm that's kind of hidden back here. Oh, that's weird. So the arm hidden back here, I'm gonna want to put that on a separate layer so that I can animate that separately for when this little character starts to walk. I don't have to redraw the arm every single time. So that's what I'm going to be working on today. Right now I'm just finishing up the rough sketch. So if you're interested, I mean, I'm going to talk about it anyway, so I'm assuming that you're interested. Oh, this is so weird. The whole purpose of the story that I'm like animating is it's a love story because, you know, whatever, we all love a good love story. So in this love story, we have a girl and a guy, like star-crossed lovers. They always miss each other when they have the opportunity to meet. And this happens over the span of, we'll call it about 10 years. This is actually inspired by my love story with the person that I'm with right now. We like just barely missed each other every time that we would be close to each other's presence, again over the span of like 10 years. And then finally one day we were in the same place at the same time, and at this point we were already like friends on social media. And you know what it's like when you're friends with someone because, oh, you know, we have enough mutual friends, so you're probably not a serial killer type thing. And so that's how we actually like had the excuse of communicating with each other. Oh, look at that. See, that's pretty good. And then this will probably just come back like that. Yeah, that works. That was so cute. It's so quick, right? I just need to do this more because I get in my head a lot about whether or not it's going to be good. Should I, whatever, just do it. So, and then I'll put the eyes, and be like here. Bring it up a little bit because there's a little bit of perspective happening. Not too much because, again, it is a cartoon. And then from there, we got about here. And we like the ear and such. That's a big ear. You know, the crazy thing about when I draw is I'll put all of these guidelines. I likely won't use it. Like that ear looks better down here, so that's, I can put it. And because they're chibis, it's gonna have big eyes. And he also has pretty big eyes too, so it works. Maybe not a serial killer eye, maybe more like this. Yeah, that works. And then we'll bring that in just a little bit. And he has this cute little nose. He's so adorable. Just like that. He used to get made fun of about it because they're like, yeah, you need an elf nose. And I'm like, oh, it's so cute. Something like that. And we'll do another eye right here. He's an intense kind of guy. Good like intense kind of feature. Because he's a guy, I'll make him have like bigger eyebrows, less shapely eyebrows. That works. And then he doesn't, I'm not gonna say he doesn't smell like he smells a lot with me. But Really like 80. I'm getting pretty good at this. Your girl is nice. Alright, and then I'll go like this for the hair. Yes, queen. Go off. I'll change the face shape just a little bit. Something like that. That'll work. That'll work. And I'll change the ear at some point too. Alright, so cool. Now we have our baseline sketch. Let me also say, I have like some pretty severe fucking ADHD. Let's do body outline. And I'll use my monoline. Yeah, I'll use my monoline pencil. With this, let's come here. Wait, no, actually I want to keep it. It'd be great if this would work for you. I love that. Add that. Not 10? No, is that a 10? Okay, that's perfect. Alright, so I'm going to use 10 for the big outline, and I'm going to use 5. Like, let's show them. We have 5 here, and we got 10 here. So I want to do a thicker like outer outline, and then I'll use a thinner detailing outline. But what I'm not liking about my monoline brush right now is that I fucked with the stability a little bit, so it doesn't move the way I want it to. So I'm just gonna decrease that. That's so much better. Cool. Now I've turned down the opacity on the layer that has like the rough sketch, so that it's going to be easier for me when I start doing the tracing. I also did this initial sketch in this blue color. I also turned down, or I use this blue because it's going to be easier to trace instead of if I did the entire sketch in black and then try to go over and retrace it, and then like I'd be confused. So it's just easier to use different colors. And then we also take into consideration I have all of these colors that I can use at my disposal, so why not just use it, you know what I mean? So I'm going to be doing that. I've turned down the opacity, and now I'm on my second layer. Cool. I'm at 5%. But yeah, so we've been together for a little bit, and you know, I previously said how I went and I did something like this already, which is perfectly fine, because that's like one of the things I love about being an artist is that you can always go back and revise what you've worked on. Like, there's always going to be something that you're going to learn new, and you know, you're going to want to implement to previous work that you've done. And I love that you can, you know, always go back and make those changes. And I don't like how that came out completely, so I'm gonna change this. You know what? I'm gonna just take all of that out because Jesus. Without fail, man. Without fail. Every time. Hold on one second. Let me hit the be right back again. Oh, thank you so much for that comment. Sorry about that. I'm just going off right now. I'm gonna unmute it in a minute though. All right. Thank you so much for that. Who is this? Alvansu? Hi. Hi. I don't know if you've been here this whole time, but I'm actually drawing a character for a story for my motion graphics class. And like the biggest thing is like putting all of this on different layers so that I can animate it later and then not like mess with everything else. So, and then also listening to One Piece because it's in English and on Netflix. Ooh. But yeah. I was actually just telling my friend about this post that I made on Facebook talking about how people will try to give you advice but they've never been where you're at in life. And she was like, "Who are you talking about?" And so I was like giving her the rundown on like why my post was what it was. Okay. So I really, oh no, what happened, Gina? Oh, that's creepy. Let's not do that again. It's because I was trying to edit it from the anchor point. Okay. Let's change this to say body. Body, yaddy, 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 yaddy. And this is the right arm. But in drawing this, I think like the biggest thing I wanted was for it to not be over complex and over complicated, because then that's just gonna make my life a whole lot harder. Oh no, how you went from the yams to nothing? I wouldn't say yams, I'd say like little Debbie's, but still, take all your little cakes away. Alright, we're not doing that. We're just gonna give you a nice little booty pop. Alright, so we are done with that. Look at this, look cute. I should probably add a hairline in here though. I'm gonna change my brush to put the hairline to my Studio Pen 1. I named it Studio Pen 1 because at this point I figured out that I should probably be duplicating my brushes when I edit them and then saving them under something else. There we go. Look at him, just walking. I don't know what I'm gonna do for the sensation. I'm fooling with the outline. I am. The biggest thing with this is that I don't want to lose anything when I have to go in and animate it. So the biggest things were I wanted the arms on separate layers. The legs are going to be fine because they're already visible, as visible as they need to be. And I can always just kind of like move it around from there. But these arms I feel like are going to give me grief. And maybe I'm thinking maybe I should just draw them both kind of like away, if that makes sense. It's a learning experience for all people involved, all people being myself. Let's- let me see. Whatever. All right, it is what it is. This is where we're at. You know, you know. I'm gonna try it on a different layer and see what it looked like. So we're gonna go with, we're back to our monoline regular at 10%. And then draw his neck in. And then this is a shoulder here. Okay. And then let's do the other side of the neck. Check out that uncoordinated arm swing. Let's why? Okay. Get in here and erase a little bit. Okay, that's actually not. That's not bad. Okay. Yeah. Delete that one. And then erase all this extra. And then on the body, oh my neck. You know, there's like all these different things that you can do in here, and I kind of want to try out this liquefying pinch. Oopsies. Size. Whew. It's a little extra. Yeah, not a fan of that. Alright, so we're just gonna go back to doing what I was gonna do initially. And just erase. And then change this back to a 5% brush. Like that. Yeah, it's clean. Love it. And then I'll likely jump on here and stream like the whole animation process once I get all of this done. Doesn't look too bad. Doesn't look too bad. I feel like maybe I can change his butt. Oh, you know what? This arm looks weird, and I think it's because I need to make it bigger. But I forgot what I was talking about before she called. I swear, like every single time I'm in the middle of something, I love her to death so much. But every single time, without fail, if I'm getting into something, bless her heart, Aubrey's about to call me. It's like she has a little spidey sense for, oh, Gigi's working on something. Let me give her a call. think that looks a lot better. Well, you know what I should do? I'm such a freaking potato. Let's do a reference. Just put that right there. So now I know what he looks like. Going back into the body. Because this line is a little shaky, baby. It's a little shaky, baby. Oh, I'm getting hungry. And I like you know some goes back in the house. Let's come here and then put a little arch in his back. This is a little back posture. Cake. Booty, 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 rockin' Oh my gosh. Girls wish they could have cakes like that. God's queen. If he sees this, he's gonna be so mad at me. Oh. Alright, that's enough of a little booty pop. Okay. What the fuck? Eraser. Oh.
I'm just staying here for the time being. Everyone's left this town because of Captain Buggy. So you're just a pet of me.
Yeah, let's do that. That works.
People who deserve it, pirates. So don't compare me to some scumbag petty thief.
I did enjoy his eyebrows. No wonder he looks so weird.
My goal is to earn 100 million berries, no matter how hard it is or how long it takes.
Alright. Let's go back to my studio pen.
This chart
Oh, you know what I should do? I should redo these eyes with the studio pen at, let's see, I was working at 3%. Let's do the eyes at 10%. That's what I'm gonna do. Let me just erase.
Then how about you join my crew? I'd be willing to recruit an alligator. Really? Sure. You could be our newest crew member. No.
My boyfriend's out there playing video games with his son. And I'm guessing, like,
Yeah. I made a
he's
solid
losing.
promise.
He keeps saying his name like, hey. I hope I can be heard clearly right now, because my friend was just on the phone with me. Granted, I was on like a different set of AirPods, and then my other friend, she like jumped on here earlier today while I was doing all of my testing and trying to make sure all of this stuff was going to work out. And she said that she could hear just fine, but you can also hear the fan from my computer, and I don't know why that is. I'm gonna go to my regular studio pen again was I doing this at 10? Alright. We'll do it again at 10%. Oh, okay, cool. Whew, that's big. She's thick. Oh, that's a lot better. But maybe 2.5. So just slow it down. Slow down a little bit. Hey, yo. Bro. It's giving active duty military. Dude. And then we'll just do a line. And then a boop. I hope that connected. It didn't. Love that for me. Let's try it again. Alright. Yeah, spooky. Okay.
I had another fight with my boss and I just can't take it anymore.
Something like that. Yeah, that works. That'll work for what I got going on here. And then do another. Yo, what does that laugh sound like? It sounds like what is it called? What is it called? Okay, so I'm kind of old and I'm gonna age myself right now because I also love like old Christmas movies. There's a Christmas movie called A Year Without a Santa Claus, and it's super cheesy. It's claymation. It's about like Santa was like, man, all these ungrateful ass kids. I'm out here busting my ass, like trying to get them presents on this one day, like da 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 da. So he takes a year, like he takes Christmas off one year, and everybody's like, oh no, it's a year without Santa Claus, blah blah blah. And these elves are like, oh no, like we need to make Santa see, like, you know, they do care about Christmas and, you know, fellow men and all this other bullshit. And they have to, like, Santa isn't having it. Santa catches like pneumonia or something, whatever. And then so they have to go to like the all right, so let me see. The whole purpose of it is that Santa doesn't believe that people believe in Santa doesn't believe that people believe in Christmas anymore, and he's just kind of giving up hope, like da da da. So these elves and Mrs. Claus, they're like, oh no, like we're gonna go out and we're gonna find people who do believe in Christmas and blah blah blah. And so they go out, and in the process of them going out, they find out that people are like, yeah, I believe in Santa if it snows in the South. That's never gonna happen. And then so in order to get it to snow in the South, they have to go talk to the people, creatures, beings, entities, whatever you want to call them, that control the snow and the heat. They're brothers because they're sons of Mother Nature, and their names are Heat Miser and Cold Miser. And they have like their whole, you know, singing number and like all this stuff. And when they're singing, Cold Miser has this laugh, and it's like this maniacal, like kind of demonic, like it's so bad. But I say all that to say, like, listening to this anime like made me think of that laugh. So yeah, thank you for coming to my TED Talk. Damn, boy, you got some nice ass eyebrows, boy. Oh, that's perfect. Love it. Cool. Now, actually, I need to take this, copy paste it, and here, merge it, and go back to the body. Let's turn that off, and then just erase the hairline. Something is here. I don't know where, but it's here. Bro, what? Let's try this again. A big enough brush. Awesome. Okay. So I do so like that. Yeah, I like the way this is coming out. Love it. Okay. And the ear is fucked up. It's okay. This is all an experience. It's all an experience. So let's get back in here. Whoop. What do I do? Make sure the opacity is turned all the way up. And then just slowly this. Because I'm from the era of Bob Ross. There's no such thing as accidents or mistakes. There's just happy little accidents. So we're just gonna take that same thought process and erase this happy little accident. And then we try. Oh, that is one thing I also really enjoy about digital art is that I can always go back in and like make whatever I need to on its own layer, and then once I'm happy with how it looks, I can flatten it. So like this. I'm not really happy with this placement, not too very happy with the size, so I can just do that, just like that. And I could, rotate it a little bit, like that. I'm happy with that. So now I can go back in here with my eraser and then just clean that up right there. And now that that's done, I can merge it back together. Look at that. Look at that ear. Love it. And now also, let's erase the neck. Let's do that. And I also like that I can undo for when I goof. Oh no, I actually did want to erase this neck. Okay. So I'm just gonna turn that off. Carefully do this. Alright. Honestly, this stream should not have gone on as long as it has, but I'm super happy that I was finally able to figure it out and get my Procreate together. I don't know. I'm gonna end up coloring this in and figuring the rest of this all out. And the only thing that I'm not too excited about is this butt kind of looks pancakey. Don't know about more pancake, but okay, I'm not happy with that. So I'm just gonna come in here and fix it real quick. I'll make the booty smaller, make it pop more. No booty pop. So go back to my monoline brush at 10%. Ew, because no, it doesn't match. It's a lot better. Let's just clean it up. Alright. Cool. Thank you for joining me today. But I don't really have a lot to talk about right now. I definitely just wanted to get this stream thing figured out, and I did, which I'm very happy about. And now I can be more consistent. And I low-key sound like that one video that was on TikTok for a while, and it's like, I'm not with Metro anymore. I am now with AT&T. But I'm not with Metro no more. I'm not with AT&T either, their bill's high. But it's all good. I'm so excited. It's amazing. Oopsies. And the hardest thing now is going to be coming up with colors, but honestly, I'm probably just going to keep it simple because I'm a huge believer in the KISS method. Excuse me, if you don't know what the KISS method is, it stands for keep it simple, stupid. And I'm a huge fan of that, so that is what I am going to do to make sure that the rest of this gets finished in a timely fashion, because now I have more than a week. I think I have 2 weeks to get it done, but I'd rather have it done sooner rather than later, so I'm going to say I have a couple. So that's what I'm going to do. And then hopefully I should be able to stream the entire animation process. So before I go, let me just say, I animate in After Effects. I know a lot of people use Adobe Animate. There's also Character, I want to say it is, or something like that. I don't know. I don't use it. Or they'll actually draw and make their animations inside of Procreate. I've done that. I'm actually doing that right now. The easiest way to, or the way that you do it is you go to your little settings area and you tap Animation Assist, and what that does is it'll just jump through your different layers. So a good example of it is, as soon as I find it, I've been working on it. Oh, this one's a good one. I did this one all here, and so you have something like this. This is with the sound and everything is actually up on my TikTok, and I think I also have it up on my Instagram under the same name, GGNXPT, because I'm the only one. So, but you can also take it further. But this one is a headache. So much of a headache, mainly because of the large amount of layers that this takes. So I'm gonna go through here. So let's keep the background color for now, as far as the showing this. Alright, that's good enough, right? And so this but it's a lot more choppy and it takes so much time. I have a lot of layers in here, so let's take a look real quick. It's 86 layers. And that's with me going through and deleting different layers as we finish, bringing them together, or fully fleshing it out or whatever. That one, that's been a bane of my existence. I've started it and then I walked away and I just haven't finished it yet. But it's all good. So for this one, the main reason why I'm being very particular about how the things are drawn, what's drawn, things like that, is because I plan on taking this probably as a full PNG and then bringing it into, or exporting it as a Photoshop file, and then placing it in Adobe After Effects, and then utilizing the Puppet Pen tool to actually animate the different movements and motions. But it'll definitely be interesting. I'm excited to see it come together. Hopefully y'all are here watching it come together with me. And if you have any tips, tricks, pointers, feedback, I'll check it. Clearly I might be bad at checking comments. I'm sorry to Alvan Sue for I don't know how long your comment was there before I actually looked up and saw it. But I am working on it. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you next time. I'm trying to develop a schedule. Right now it's like every Friday at noon. That's likely gonna change because I'm gonna be starting a new school probably in like early September. So I don't know. We'll see. But you know, stay patient with me. Keep it fun. Don't be rude. Putting out there like that is actually really difficult. So, all right. See you guys later. Bye.